In today's presentation, we're learning how to make these nice infographics in your presentation in just a few simple minutes using the elements that are built into PowerPoint. And why I'm making this tutorial is because I see a lot of these cases where people just slap in images that they find on the internet, which don't really belong in the presentation. And it makes it feel a bit awkward and out of place. But if you give it a little bit more thought, like you can see here, for example, you can see them compared next to each other. This one on the right, it feels like it belongs in the overall theme of the presentation, while the other one here on the left feels more randomly placed, and that's what we want to avoid. And if you are interested in these slide decks, you can purchase them via the link in the description below, and they will save you a lot of time in coming up with new presentations, so you can just add your content and have a consistent presentation. So we're starting from a blank slide. First thing you want to do is you want to change the background to have something that correlates to the template. So let's go for a dark one. And now we want to recreate the icons. So we go to Insert, Icon, and here we can find an entire library. So if we type in man, we can find the basic icon here of a person, and we insert that to the slide. I'm going to close the designer tab and then scale it down just a little bit. I'm going for a white fill so it stands out against the background. And I'm going to create a copy, so hold Control and Shift and drag. And then I'm going to do that a few more times so that everything spaces out nicely. Let's do around 8, that will be good. Select them all, arrange, align, and distribute horizontally. Now I'm going to group them together, Ctrl G, and place them in the center of the slide. And then you can ungroup again. Select arrange. And I'm going to create Ctrl Shift a few copies downwards like this. This way we recreate the entire overview or the population, let's say. Now we want to get rid of one of those and we go back to the Insert tab, Icons. And now we want to look for an alternative version. There's a few things you can do. For example, dance. And this gives you a lot of options of people dancing. Let's go for this one. I think it will fit nicely. Make it white. And then scale it so it's about the same size as the others. Maybe let's increase it a bit so it's optically the same size. There we go. I think that will look good. And then we're going to make this one stand out just that a little bit more. So we select it, we go to Shape Fill, and now you can give it any color that you want. You can also use custom colors, and here you can select whichever brand color that you want to use. You can make it yellow, and this way it really stands out. If you select them all, Ctrl G or right click group, then you can also increase the entire design to your slide and then position it however you like it. Then again, you can right click ungroup or use that shortcut automatic. And this instantly gives a more consistent look and feel to your slides. Now there's some alternatives, so let's duplicate the slide and then work on some other variants. Insert, icons, and now let's do a run. So we can select one of the person running away and then give it that yellow color. We can even make him stand out a bit more to really emphasize that part that he is running away from the crowd and really wants to stand out. You can always add some text elements if you want. Let's do stand out from the crowd. Let's make that white. Give it a nice font. Over here next. Let's put it all in uppercase, bold, a bit smaller. And we're going to position that in the center of the slide like this. Now you can also highlight some colors or do some highlights with the text colors to really link that together like you want to stand out from the crowd. I think this can even be a bit larger so that it sort of has the same width as the text box here or the icons here. I think that looks quite nice. And you can also copy that to the first slide, of course. Just going to position everything just a bit more in the middle. And if we then compare it to the other slides, for example, in this template, I'll put it on the preview mode and zoom in just a little bit. We can see that these slides, they fit in nicely with the general theme of the presentation. By the way, if you like this theme, you can also download it via the link in the description below. But at least it looks like you've put some more thought into the presentation and not just copying any picture into it. Thanks a lot for watching. If you want to learn more about PowerPoint, make sure to watch the video on the screen right now.